Hi everyone, Michelle from Scrappy Soul Sister here, and thank you for joining our April Rediscover Your Stash hop focusing on stickers. And so before I get started, I want to be sure to thank Sarah over at Sarah Scraps for putting this together every month. You're welcome to join the Rediscover Your Stash Facebook group, and be sure to check out all of the other great YouTube videos using the links in the description, as well as over in Instagram. So thank you, Sarah and the rest of the gals. Check out their talented work. I am going to use partly Discover and Create. Now the focus, if I didn't mention it, was stickers this month. And so I thought I would use Discover and Create. I have not decided what pictures I'm going to use, but I definitely want to use this newsprint, maybe one of the color bands from this swatch paper. Black and white stripes always work. Butterflies, I can always cut some of these out. And then I have these canvas flare buttons that match Discover and Create from Scrap and Happy Studio that I haven't used yet, so I'd love to use some of those. And these, they're sticky on the back, so that will be one sticker element. Other than that, I really tried to go into my sticker stash. I don't use a ton of stickers. Oh, and I do have the foam stickers from the collection, as well as the 6x8 pad. I'll be using that. But I did look, I have these thickers that are so old. So truly rediscover your stash. And they are the style that you spray or get the color on. And then it has the little design that resists. But you can kind of customize and make your own color with those. So I thought I would do those. And then the other day, I happened to be going through my basic gray stash for something else. And I have these sticker sheets that I have not even used. And I thought some of the colors, the burgundy and the kind of olivey green, work with this collection. So I thought I might use some of those. And then I have this acetate sheet from the collection that I can just cut out the slides that the colors work. So yeah, I haven't really decided how I'm going to use this yet, as I really do want to use this for my title. So we'll see how it all plays out. So thank you for joining me. Grab something to drink and let's see what we come up with. All right, so I can tell you right now, this is going to be a bit of a journey because I had so many, or I shouldn't say, I had two technical difficulties making this video. And so I'm showing you the letters, how I did them. Now I've already done them all, and then at the end realized that I was not recording. I was recording my ceiling instead of my process. And so I did the same with my background. And then I did my background again, actually, and then realized I hadn't turned it on. So what I did was I took the numbers from that sticker sheet and I put them on my layout, and then I painted over them and then removed those numbers. So you can see them in that pink peachy paint. I just kind of used them as a mask. Now with this stencil, I'm just taking some blue texture paste that I created using one of the Vicky Bouton glazes and adding it to some white texture paste. And then I have some of my stickers that I used from another sticker sheet that I had showed in the beginning that was basic gray. And here are how my letters turned out. And yeah, after this, everything goes well. And so I'm sorry, it doesn't, the, um, the point of a YouTube hop is to film what you're doing. And so I failed at the first part of that. So thank you for sticking with me. And so I'm going to go ahead and do some black and white splatters, and then most of the mixed media portion of this will be done. So so here is my picture. And so my picture is of some of my favorite books throughout my life. And maybe some of them are more meaningful. Either the books are meaningful or they made a difference in my reading journey, my life journey, that type of thing. And so I wanted to document that. And you can see now the colors are coming together a little bit better. At the beginning with just the mixed media, and then the stickers was felt a little disjointed, but now things are beginning to make a little more sense, hopefully, trying to balance out the uh, the blue and that pinkish peach are probably more the primary colors, and then a little bit of that olive, and then a tiny bit of the maroon burgundy colors. So I'm taking a look at building my clusters. I like the typewriters. I like the glasses, trying to keep it uh, in that reading kind of theme, a cup of coffee, all that coziness, and butterflies, go with everything, right? And so I'm going to use some of those. I'm also using from that sticker sheet, it had two different colors, the light pink and then the burgundy. And so I'm going to use the burgundy to spell out first. Excuse me, need to have a little drink of water. And then the light pink to spell out my. So I get all those lined up. I'm going to go ahead and use that little banner as well, and then take a look at building my clusters a little bit. I have cut out a couple more butterflies, and so you see those there. I'm trying to figure out, like with my daisy, that was the last white flower I had of this collection, so I went ahead and cut it in half and put one at the top and one at the bottom. And for my journaling, I'm just going to write out the titles of my books that I have there, or at least some of them, kind of in the order that I read them. So there's Nancy Drew, and Narnia, and Little Women, uh, Lord of the Rings books, Harry Potter, Watership Down, and the color purple are what I have listed there. And then I kind of took a look. There's a couple different typewriters in this collection, and I went ahead and went with the larger one. And just so that it didn't feel like I had a small typewriter and a large cup of coffee, just trying to keep things balanced, adding a few more pieces here and there, and am really getting close to wrapping it up. There's one thing I do off camera is I just have a little grid stamp, and I add just a little bit more texture on some of that pink mixed media, just to add one more layer of depth. So thank you for joining me. I'm sorry that it was a little more disjointed than I usually do. I'm just glad I had a second piece of paper like this so I could kind of recreate it. And here are some close-ups. Oh, and I do ink the edges with broken china. Hit like or subscribe if you've made it this far. And here are some close-ups. Thanks again.